There was a farmer. This farmer went to the forest. When the farmer got to the forest, he saw an egg. So this farmer looked, oh my goodness, this is an egg. What is an egg doing? This seems a little bit bigger. So the farmer looked and picked up the egg. Farmer took the egg and he took it back to his farm. He has a poultry. So when the farmer got to the farm, he put the egg among his hen eggs and he waited till evening for the hen to come and lay over it so that this egg can hatch. The thing is that what we don't know is that is this egg a dragon egg? Or is it a viper egg? Or some kind of, dinosaur? We don't know. This farmer just picked up an egg and he took it to the farmland. I was like, I'm just going to put it there. Intentionally put it. And then he'll come back every day, he'll look at the egg. The egg has not hatched. All of a sudden, this egg hatched. When it hatched, something came out of the egg. It was an eaglet, the baby of an eagle, among chickens. So the farmer was like, hey, welcome home. You made it. This is comfortable. I'll do my best. I got grains. I got corns. You just eat all you can in here. This is home now. Welcome with my chicken. Roam around. This is free. Free range farming. You're good now. And then this eaglet picked up his life and started growing with the chicken. He eats the same food. He'll eat the same corn. He eats the same grains. He'll drink the same water. They run around and chase stuff around. And this eagle was growing up and growing up. At some point, this eagle was grown up enough to be mature. One day, let me tell your neighbor on the right. Say, neighbor on the right. Say, one day. This one day showed up, and then there was a big eagle in the sky. This eagle was flying and diving over. And eagle can see, my friend Tony told me eagles can see 2 miles away. This eagle saw this eaglet 2 miles away. And then he looked down and was like, what? I've passed this lane like 5 times. I've roamed around this thing. I want to pick up these chickens and eat them. They're my food. What is this eaglet doing down there? So this eagle flew and came down. And then he kind of uses, his beaks to pick the head of the eaglet, and then he flew off. The eagle ran away. All the chicken took flight. Everybody took race. What? Something came to kill us. The eaglet ran away from his own species and nature. So the eagle was like, this is a big trouble. What is going on? Why is this thing running? This is crazy. So he came back the next day. He flew again, and then he came down, and this time he kind of swore a little bit, and then he hit the thing with the wind. And then the eaglet ran again and took race. He came back the third day, and this time he came gently and slowly. It was like, I'm not coming to attack you kind of feeling, And then he came gently, and then he came down, stood by the eaglet, stretched his wing, just hit the eaglet by the wing, and then ran a little bit, and then the eaglet kind of did the same thing. Put the feather up, and the eagle put the feather up too. And then the eagle flew, and then the eaglet flew a little bit, just a little bit, and he dropped. And he came back another day, did the same thing. The eaglet flew, and he dropped. He kept coming back, the eaglet will fly, and he'll drop. And one day, it was like, he just stayed. The eagle came and just landed. And I was like, he was looking at the eaglet. What is wrong here? So he took time, he stretched his wing, and he took off flight. The eaglet saw the way it took off. Then the eaglet muscled all the strength, and then spread his wings, and then he saw up. He saw up this time to the moment that he could beat the wind, saw up into the sky, and then it started diving with the ear. Eagles fly 2 ways. They flap, and then they soar. When the wind is high, they soar through the wind. That means they became one with the wind, right? And then the wind takes them wherever they go, and they soar as high as possible. This is how this eaglet took his freedom and flew away. Here's the moral of the story. Some of us are like that egg. Pay attention now. The devil saw you in your most vulnerable moment. The enemy saw you in your most weakest hour, when you were ignorant of the devices of the enemy. You thought you got life figured out, and the storm of life hit, and you feel like you were abandoned, and the enemy picked you up and put you among the colleagues. And you said, this is good enough. This is comfortable. I like it. Get some grains, that's fine. Oh, the grains, the corns, that could satisfy. I need water, it comes with the water. I need food, serves you what you want. Are you tracking with me? Yes. And then there was one day. Say one day. One day. Say one day. One day. You saw a yard sign. You saw a Facebook ad, and this thing won't leave you alone. I'm like that eagle right there. Hallelujah. That won't leave you alone. He keeps texting me to show up to church. He keeps showing up at the corner of my driveway. He's on my phone every now and then. I'm like, get this thing off my Facebook. I don't want to see no more. And then every Sunday I come to you and I hit you, coach. Stop. And I'm hitting you every Sunday with my wings. I'm like, what are you doing down here? You're not meant for this place. No. This is not where your destiny resides. You might be sojourning on earth. This is not your destination. This is not all there is about you. There is more. There is a life of God. There is a light of God that needs to shine through you. There is more. There is a kingdom that needs to be shaken through your life. A city needs to see the image of God through you. Your kids wants to see the representation of God. You look back and you say, I don't want my kids to live the same kind of life and the kind of mistake that I lived, and I've come to challenge you like that eagle eating you. I'm like, dude, wake up. Time to take flight. So you ignorant, you're not a chicken. You can't be fed all of those things they're saying on the news and what they dictate on TikTok and what they think is right or wrong. It's you sojourning like that eaglet, just taking what they give me. That's good. You don't live there. And then one day shows up, and I believe today is your day. Something bears me witness. Somebody's about to take flight in the spirit. Somebody's about to take flight in their body. Somebody's about to take flight in their mind. There needs to be a new chapter being opened concerning your life and your destiny. And I've come to announce to you, I believe the mighty hand of God is in this house to touch you. I see somebody taking flight in the spirit. I think somebody's veil being removed. I see a veil that has been covering your eyes, and you can see God's purpose and plan for your life, and you feel rejected, you feel let down, you feel like I'm not good enough. They've said words against you. You grew up with words. You've seen patterns in your family over and over, and you feel tired for it. It's time to take flight. Say, it's time to take flight. It's time to take flight.